I think it's really important to let people hate on you. I think it's extremely important to let people say what they want to say to you and let them just say what they want to say. Every person who has ever succeeded in life has failed. Every person who has ever succeeded has gone through so many criticisms. They were doubted heavily. Everyone. All the successful people, entrepreneurs, athletes, great leaders, they were all doubted at some point in time. But it's the people who continued to be doubted, but they continued to keep going. They continued to keep building what they knew they could achieve. They saw it. The reason why they were getting hated on in the first place, the reason why they were getting critiqued, constantly told, no, that won't work. No, you're wrong. No, you're horrible. You're not built for this. You're not cut for this, is because they vocalized it so much. They saw it here. They had the courage enough to speak it, and it began to happen for them. And I believe that. I believe it. I'm going to quote Conor McGregor on this one. If you can see it here and you have the courage enough to speak it, it will happen. So if you see these things, they will happen. And it's constantly, it's called the law of attraction. It's a real thing, and it's very real. And all these people that are successful in it, they all vocalized their success. They said, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. They never let people get to them. And if you really hate all the criticism, do nothing, say nothing, become nothing. But if you do something, you say something, and you become something, guess what? You're going to get their attention. You're going to get their attention. And that's fine, because they are so pissed that they aren't doing anything with their lives. They're so pissed that they have gotten nowhere. So that, guess what they're going to do? They're just going to turn around. They're going to hate on you. They're just going to hate on you for no reason at all. They have nothing better to do with their lives. And that's fine. That's fine. They can do that all they want, because that's happened to so many people throughout history and so many people in life. Again, it happens to everybody. But it's the people that just take that criticism and just turn it into fuel, and they just keep going. They just keep going. They say, yeah, like even today, like I was telling someone about a goal I had, and they told me, yeah, I don't think you'll be able to do it. And for me, that was a bit hurtful. I will say it was a bit hurtful, because it was coming from a person that I uphold high in my life. I'll tell you guys right now, it was my father. My father told me, I don't think you'll be able to do this. I don't think you'll be able to do that. And that, you take that kind of as fuel. Like, I wouldn't say my father was directly, I guess, doubting me, but he was kind of telling me to limit my options. Like, take it easy there, don't, make this seem like don't make this your only goal. Don't see this as your only vision, because it might not work out. But the more focus you take off plan A, what I see, and you start looking towards other plans, plan B, plan C, and you start preparing for those, you start looking over here, and you start to not pay as much attention and to plan A, your original plan, what you want, what your first choice is. You start looking over here when you should be looking right where you originally were. So I think it's important it's important to prepare for failure 100%, because it's going to happen. But never just let someone say, hey, I don't think you'll be able to cut out for this, because I almost fell victim to that today. And sure, it was only over a brief conversation, but he had me sitting for an hour, pretty much looking at other plans instead of focusing on the original plan I had. And I'm so lucky I caught it, because I had a moment where I was just like, what am I doing? No, there's no plan B for me. There's only plan A. And I can't lose focus on plan A, because if I lose focus on plan A, it won't happen. This requires total commitment, focus, discipline, and motivation to complete and to exceed anyone's expectations in the world. And I believe if you hold those standards to yourself, success will be right across the way. It will be right there with its hand out, waiting for you to reach over and grasp it and hold on to it. You just need to be able just to believe in yourself. It's constantly belief in yourself. And a lot of people just don't believe in themselves. And that's one of the most hurtful things in the world to say to yourself is that I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can do that. You can. You can. Everyone has the same potential. Everyone's born in life with the equal chance to succeed in life. It's the people that get off their ass, they do something, they have a plan, they have a goal, they do it, they get to work, and they make it happen. Compared to the other person who doesn't and just sits down, constantly just talks about it. He talks about doing it, but he never actually does action. He never does the action. What I was saying earlier about how people are going to hate on you, because you talk about your goal, you do it, and you achieve it. Those are the only ways that you're doing all three of those, or two out of the three, are going to get constructive criticism from people. They're going to get the criticism from people. But you can't just talk about a goal and just get criticized for it, because you are going to get criticized just even for talking about a goal. But the people will immediately try shutting you down on it. And a lot of people, when they have that goal or that aspiration or that dream, they start talking about it with people. Like, oh, I had a dream to go do this. I have a dream to go do that. That's my goal right there. And they start telling people about that. They're like, you can't do that. What are you talking about? Like, take it easy. And then immediately, 90% of people, yeah, you're probably right. Yeah. But then you get the 10% that be like, no, fuck you. You're wrong. You're wrong. I can do this. So they take that and then they start doing the actions for it. They start doing something about it to achieve that goal. And that's then you get even more criticism from it. But then you actually achieve it. And all these people are still going to critique you, being like, you just got lucky. You just got that. There's no end to it. You're constantly going to get critiqued. You just have to just go with it. You just have to roll with the punches and just accept the fact that people are going to hate on you. And it could even be the people you hold most above in your life. Like I said, my father was critiquing me a little bit, not heavily, not anything like you fucking suck, you can't do it. He wasn't saying anything like that, but that's how I took it. I took it very personally. And you need to take it personally at times in order to keep the discipline going, and just say, you know what? Take everything personally, because at the end of the day, I mean, it doesn't make any difference. It's a critique at the end of the day, and you should take it personally, no matter who it's from. A random stranger on the street, or your mother or father who just critiquing you on your dream or goal. You gotta take it personally. And that's what people lack, is just having the guts to go in and just say, I don't care what happens, I don't care if I get critiqued by my mom, my dad, or even the stranger on the street. I'm going to make this happen. I have this dream, this desire. I am manifesting this dream becoming reality. And so many people just lack that. They just lack that. And I don't want myself personally to fall victim to that. And I know you don't either. So this is just your sign. Take the initiative. Just don't let these people just determine what you do with your life and what you do with your goals, because they are constantly going to critique on you no matter what. Take it personally and just keep going. Never let these people determine where you end up in life, because that's where 90% of people will end up. They will let these people critique them. It'll get to their feelings. It'll hurt their feelings. And then they'll just be like, yeah, they're probably right. I can't do this. And then it will haunt them for the rest of their life. The critique you are facing from these people currently is not going to hurt as bad as you living the rest of your life in mediocrity and normality, that you are just going to constantly say to yourself, what if I did do that dream? What if I did reach out for that goal? What if I did do that? Because that thought is constantly going to hurt and haunt you more than these people telling you every day you can't do it. That's going to haunt you more. And I will never let myself fall victim to it, and I know you don't either. This is your sign. Just take advantage of it, because it's extremely important you do that. You only live once, and you have to make the most out of it. The life we live is an extreme blessing. To me, I take it as an extreme blessing, and you should as well, because tomorrow's never promised, and you have to make the most out of today. But I believe the most out of make it every day possible is just doing what you want and working towards what you want in the future and achieving it. But the only way you can achieve it is just don't let the naysayers get to you. It's that simple. And it's easier said than done, I know that. But if you just keep repeating to yourself, if I can see it here, and me having the courage enough to speak it and going out and doing it, that's already a positive step in the right direction. Just remember that. Thank you.